about that. And maybe Russell, Russ Tepper, why don't we start with you? Because you've got two different types of development here, Mineola and then Hempstead, um, which are attracting different types of renters. One is a very mature market, right? Mineola. It's not like you're trying to rejuvenate that, and not even that you're trying to rejuvenate necessarily Hempstead, but you've chosen two different types of development opportunities here. So if you could just talk a little bit about what your developments have done in each of those type of locations, to the community.
Sure, happy to do so. Um, we've been developing on Long Island for over 10 years. And in each of the communities we've developed in, there has been a need to not only attempt to address the demand for multifamily housing, as you pointed out, but also a need to redevelop the area, the particular property that we want to develop and the area surrounding it. So when we developed West 130 and Metro 303 in West Hempstead and Hempstead a number of years ago, those were areas that were in severe need of improvement and more residents in the community, people that were active in the community, but also didn't necessarily work in the community and wanted to live near a train to commute to and from New York, but be able to enjoy the local community in the evenings and on the weekends. So we created a little bit of a place when we developed those communities.
Mhm.
Let's fast forward a number of years when we developed our first community in Mineola, now called the Allure. The need there was to satisfy a community that had many commuters in it traveling to New York City, but not a lot of newer housing options. And so when we developed that property, at the time was called Modera Mineola, the value proposition there was to offer housing options for folks that worked at the hospital, folks that worked in the Nassau County facilities, and also to take advantage of the downtown community that existed there and in nearby Garden City, while also building, as you mentioned, a very highly amenitized community, which is frankly the case in all the communities we develop.